Hello, hello, hello. Finally kicking it off. Free reign.
Free Reign Podcast, Episode 1.
Episode 1, indeed.
So, how's your week gone?
Yeah, it's only Tuesday. I feel like it's like 5 days in already. Busy start. I know you had the complete opposite. But yeah, I had like baptism of fire Monday
Baptism.
morning. Oh, thanks. Yeah, baptism of fire Monday morning after sort of busy weekend, man.
Yeah?
Busy weekend. I know you had one
Why
too.
so busy?
That's a lot of
What'd you get up
activities.
to? What'd you get up to?
A lot of events. A lot of events on the
Eventful.
weekend.
Can you speak about it or not?
In parts.
Go on then.
Yeah, Saturday was Saturday. Busy morning.
Yeah.
Working as usual.
Yeah.
Gym.
Yeah.
Trying to be all wholesome and good.
Wholesome.
Wholesome and good in the gym.
Do you mean keeping healthy?
Yeah, trying to be healthy.
Yeah.
Trying to keep myself on track mentally and physically.
Trying to make the most out of your meat wagon.
I mean, I've never heard someone say meat wagon. The fact you said it is slightly concerning for me, and I'm still a little bit dubious about what it means. But I think you mean physique.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Yeah, you're a little bit strange, man.
I come up with them.
Yeah, you do come up with them.
Anyway, yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
so you're fucking boring weekend, blah, whatever you just
Then
said.
went out on Saturday night, and Saturday night got very interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of...
You sound like you can't talk about what
Yeah, it
happened.
feels like it's a little bit...
I'll get you off the
a little
hook
bit
then.
of a sensitive situation, but I know you went to a festival, so let's have a...
No, it was my birthday Friday, actually. I turned 23.
Yeah.
I turned 23 on Friday, but the day before that, went out to dinner, lovely dinner with my girlfriend.
Yeah. I
Done that.
remember. I did message you, didn't I?
Did you? What did
Happy
you say?
birthday
Oh, you said
for
happy
Friday
birthday.
anyway,
I was
man.
expecting a paragraph.
Oh,
I
God.
got a little 3-line message.
Are you sad?
You probably copy and paste, send it to all your fucking friends.
Yeah, there's a big old list of
A
them.
big old list.
Big old list of them, yeah.
Copy and paste in your notes. But yeah, so I done my birthday Thursday, Friday. Finished off on the Saturday. Went to Eastern Electrics in Morden. It's like a house festival type thing. I haven't been to a festival since since Abode last year. In Finsbury Park, London. I didn't really like Abode that much. It was a bit small and a bit shit.
Oh, welcome to the festival review show.
Yeah, but Eastern Electrics is fucking sick, man. Like, honestly, if you like house music, if you like any shit like that, it's such a fucking good time.
Good way to spend your birthday, you think?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was so great.
Good.
So done that. Obviously, naturally, Sunday was written off.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, can I say, MK was headlining Eastern Electrics, and his set was fucking amazing. Like, MK is truly amazing to listen to hear in person.
Yeah.
It's all good and well hearing someone in the car, hearing someone on the radio, stuff like that. But when you hear these sets in person,
Live music's a different vibe.
Yeah, it's a different vibe.
Completely different vibe.
Honestly.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah, so done that. And then Sunday, recovery. Monday, booked the day off, recovery. Tuesday,
Yeah, where you
went to
watch The
work.
Godfathers back to back.
Oh my God. If you've not watched The Godfather,
Yeah,
you're fucking mug.
yeah, exactly. Mate, you've only just watched it now. I've been
I know-
quoting that film to you religiously and you've had
what-
no
what-
idea what it is.
What I tend to do is I tend to watch a film and then I'll put it on Instagram and just be like, how, or like, I'll put a comment saying, if you know, you know.
Are you basic? Are you a teenage white girl?
What I'll do is I'll do that.
If you know, you know.
Because then people
Oh,
think...
the mystery behind it. One of the highest grossing films and viewed films of all time.
Tell
If
me-
you know, you know.
Let me tell you something now.
3 billion people
Let me tell
know.
you something
I'll
now.
tell you that now.
3/4 of your fucking contact list on your phone have
Let's
not
not
watched
go
The
there.
Godfather.
Yeah,
And they'll
let's
lie
not.
to you, say, oh yeah, guys, I
I
watched
thought you were about to say
Godfather.
something else.
3/4 of your contact list,
Yeah.
I could say a lot of things about 3/4 of your contact list on your phone.
Please don't.
But I won't.
Thank you. So you enjoyed The Godfather.
Yeah.
Great film, innit?
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. Great film.
Classic. A lot to learn from it. A lot of stuff that's died out now, which I feel is like it's a shame. It's got like old school values that have died down that I really, really like the way people carried themselves, the way they dressed, the way they sort of like approached people with respect. That sort of stuff needs to come back.
Yeah.
Like all this like new age, new era crap, like the way people are. I don't know. Not as good as the old days, man. Not as good.
Like Michael, the character,
Yeah.
he defines what a man is. I love it.
Oh, yes and no.
Yes and no. Obviously, it's one of those types of films, but like there's a scene in the film where he walks in and there's Fredo there and there's some fucking
but some people wouldn't have watched it, so they would have no idea what's going on.
Well, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Spoiler alerts from fucking 1980s. Do you know what I mean?
Get cultured.
Get cultured.
You've had 30 years.
Yeah. But there's a scene in it where he walks into a room and there's Fredo, who's his brother, who's a bit of a failure, and a guy from Miami, and they're sitting there with a table full of girls.
You're talking about Godfather 2.
Yeah. And well, when I say Godfather...
Is it the first one?
It's the second one, I think. Is there?
You mean in Las Vegas?
But let me make my point.
Oh, right. Go on.
There's a table there full of girls, and Michael walks in, doesn't look at the women at all. Yeah. And he's like all high-end escorts and shit like that.
Yeah.
And he walks in and says, Fredo, take the girls out of the room. Like, I'm not interested. I'm here to talk business. I fucking love that shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just values.
When people walk into a room, when someone walks into a room and they might see like an attractive woman and straight away they're at their feet. You know that guy's a fucking bitch.
Well, we know enough finished guys like that, to be fair. We know so. Like, we could just pick them off now. Do you know what I mean?
But you know, is it not more attractive to a woman when a guy walks in and pays him less attention? Is that just me, or
do you know what I think it is? I think it's a case of an individual having their own presence.
Yeah.
You know, when someone walks into a room and they've just got their own like demeanor and the way they carry themselves, instantly, like, even if they may not be a 10 out of 10 attractive, but it's that confidence and like the way they carry themselves that make you notice them. So when you walk into a room, you could like, there could be 100 people in there, but if you look at one person, it may be because of the way they carry themselves. That's all it is. Like, I don't think it's anything more than that. But anyway.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
But Godfather's great.
Godfather is great.
Godfather is great.
So Godfather's great, and then it leads on to The Sopranos, which is also the second great.
Yeah.
And there's so many things from The Godfather that actually go into The Sopranos as well.
Peeled off.
What's the phrase?
What do you mean?
What's the phrase that fucking Silvio says?
Oh, what?
Come on.
Yeah, he pulls it right back in. Yeah, it's another spoiler alert. Like, this is all just inside knowledge on like mafia films and documentaries and stuff. But yeah, it's all good. Yeah. So yeah, you watched The Godfather back to back.
Yeah.
On a Monday when I was slaving away working.
On the Monday, well, I booked the day off, so I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Done that, yeah. And Tuesday, I was actually at work, but I also took the day off at work. If anyone's listening to this from my work,
fire him.
You know, sue me. And then, and tomorrow is my first day at work, essentially. And tomorrow's hump day.
Yeah, Wednesday, lovely.
Do you call Wednesday hump day?
What, in my head or in
no? Do you
loud?
But do you ever say it to anyone? I didn't know that Wednesday was hump day until like 2 months ago.
I kind of get an understanding that, like, look, it's there.
You've got over the hump now, and now it's the day. It's, you know, you're going towards the weekend.
Yeah, but who the hell calls it? Like, who wakes up and says,
I'm not going to say anything. But
oh my god!
You know what I'm going to say.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm
actually,
you know what I'm going to say.
I had no idea it had that meaning other than just now.
Hump day, yeah.
Tomorrow's
so
Wednesday.
For you guys and girls, hump day means it's essentially the day of the week where you've kind of built up to the hill, the hump.
Yeah.
And now you're on your way down, and you're going down towards the weekend. So there you go, guys, dropping knowledge on you. Dropping knowledge on you.
For any normal people that are actually listening, if you think of it like a graph and you sort of done the uphill shift in the week and you've peaked at the top, you plateaued, you're on a bit down. That's the way I'd look at it. But anyway, who's your woman crush Wednesday then?
Woman crush? You know what? I don't have a woman crush. Apart from my girlfriend. Yeah.
So ideal and perfect. Oh my god.
Nah. You know what? I don't do any of that woman crush bullshit. I don't really fucking. You know, I'm not on Instagram. I'm just looking at women like you all day.
Are you joking?
I'm a bit more focused. I'm trying to get down. I'm trying to reduce my screen time.
Yeah. Well, that's not what I do all day.
You know, I generally
For anyone who's listening, I work.
Everyone who's listening that knows you knows that's true.
What?
Anyway, sorry.
Hold on. What?
No. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
I'm trying to reduce my screen time and the amount of time that I'm on my phone and on Instagram and shit like that every day.
Noble thing to do.
It genuinely pisses me off when I sit there. What I do is I open Instagram.
Yeah.
I have it open for a second, I close it, and then I open it again.
Yeah. Bad habit.
I'm sure everyone does that.
The whole world.
Yeah. And it's just fucking... It's tragic.
What 3 apps do you use the most?
Instagram, Snapchat, and WhatsApp.
Okay.
I don't use Facebook. Facebook is for wankers.
Mine's YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah,
What do you YouTube?
When I'm doing stuff, I like things happening in the background.
Yeah,
Especially
I love it.
if I'm in an empty room, sometimes like if I'm zoning into work, I'm zoning into work and that's it. But when I'm like getting ready or moving about or folding clothes or whatever it is, or just organising myself
Folding
up.
clothes?
Oh, I knew you'd pick up on that as well.
Why would you say
I knew you'd pick
moving
up on
about
that.
or folding
'Cause
clothes?
it's just, I know, I know one of the top things I've got to get done, one of the biggest chores I have to do is fold all my clothes and organise and chuck everything out. So it's just at the top of my head. But you know what I mean. When you're doing the laundry, when you're like preparing food or whatever it is.
You need a wife.
Oh, shut up.
I'm only joking.
You're-
I'm only joking.
I don't know what I've done to you today. What are you doing? Yeah, but even then, it's not even their job. Like, I'm not even going to get into it.
It's not even their
It's
job.
not even their job to do. If you got something to do, you get your own stuff done. Do you know what I mean? But yeah,
Does it help you? Is it therapeutic for you to fold your clothes?
I hate it. I actually hate it.
But you feel like you can't get your day done.
No, the worst thing is, do you know when you've got, they say like a messy room, messy mind, like clear room, clear mind, and all that sort of business. If I've got clothes in my room or stuff that's in my sight when I've already got, like I've got a really hectic mind anyway. Like I'm an overthinker. I've got a really busy mind. So there's always something going on. But if you've got a busy environment around you, it just amplifies all the stress in your head. I hate that. I'd like to go to like a clear space and just chill out.
Yeah.
So yeah, my biggest bugbear is like unfolded clothes everywhere, which happens all the time in my room. Like all the time.
Me too. It's
Like
horrible.
it just it's just shocking. But yeah, once it's done, it's done. But yeah, YouTube I use. WhatsApp
100%, yeah.
and Instagram. But I'm if ever like people who listen to this and know me know I'm at the absolute worst on WhatsApp messages, Instagram DMs, text, anything that
Oh,
requires.
you don't need to fucking.
justify.
You need to brag about it. I know you talk to a lot of people.
Easy. They
What?
talk to me. You joking? Oh, I talk to people.
Mate, I had
No, I'm
something in my
joking.
head that I was gonna say. It's really pissing me off.
Go on.
I've forgotten it.
Go on.
I've forgotten it.
Go on.
What are you saying? Going for? Fucking
Try
forgot
harder.
it.
But yeah,
Bastard.
what's your main motivation for the week? Considering you're kickstarting your life on Wednesday.
Considering it's hump day,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna view it as hump day. Tomorrow I'm gonna go in, get my shit done. I've got loads of shit that I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
I basically, for people that don't know, I work in IT and I manage 3 sites for Sage. So I'm currently working in Winnersh, Reading, and London in the Shard. And I have to kind of mix between the 3.
Yeah. In my head, I'm laughing because
and
you just name dropped.
But I work in the Shard, innit? What do you want me to do?
Big player,
Are
innit?
you a Shard member?
Big player. No, I'm not.
Exactly.
I'm not.
Don't chat
I
to
can't
me.
afford
Don't
the
chat
shot.
to me.
I can't go
Don't
there.
chat to me.
I'm normal.
Anyway, no. Point is, I have to manage all this shit and get all my head fucking sorted out because I'm self-managed.
Yeah.
And if I don't do something on Wednesday, it's just going to carry on over to Thursday.
Yeah, you're
Don't
like
do
me.
Yeah, exactly. So what I like to do is I like to get all my shit done on Thursday, free up my Friday to prepare for my Monday, and then allow Monday to be an easy day because every fucking Monday I'm just, tired.
Is Friday your busiest day?
No, Monday's my busiest day. Because a lot of people start on Monday and a lot of people come into the office on Monday and Friday. A lot of people work from home.
Do you know what I feel? I feel if Friday is not your busiest day, you're not doing something right.
Really?
I don't know. For some reason, I think I picked that up from an old boss I used to work under who never used to let us waste a minute on a Friday.
Yeah.
He would like take it seriously. It's still a weekday. Like people are there working. You should be too. But I don't know if it's just the way my life's set up and things like that. Things just always amplify before the weekend. There's just like a final push and you just got this...
Yeah, you get those Fridays
yeah,
where...
but I get that personal push to get things done before the weekend so I can...
Relax.
So I can wake up on Saturday morning with a sense of a bit of like achievement knowing that I went hard.
Yeah, but maybe that's just you.
Yeah,
Because you own your own business and you work for yourself. It's one of those things
Yeah,
that if you don't do your shit on Friday,
yeah, you got to do it on the
you're gonna have to do it
weekend.
on Saturday.
I
yeah.
know I've got to do it on the weekend.
Yeah. With me, I really try to switch off on Saturday and Sunday. Don't look at my phone at all in terms of anything work related.
Yeah.
And then Monday I get back into it. But I'm telling you, I can't wait to fucking own my own business and start my own
Yeah,
thing.
it's a lot. I know a lot of people who say that, and I'll tell you now, like
Yeah.
Like, my parents have owned their own businesses for years and years. My granddad did. My dad has.
Yeah.
Most of my dad's side of the family do. I don't think there's anyone who's... I think from my dad's generation, I don't think any of the men went out and worked for anyone. They all had their own business from the start. So it's kind of like in our nature to kind of get a feel for it growing up, because we grew up in a business environment. I'll tell you what it means. It means you sacrifice the amount of holidays you're ever allowed to go on, because you give yourself a time out and time off, which you're stricter on yourself. You end up paying yourself, and the thing is,
less.
Yeah, you don't pay yourself often. You'll go 3-month breaks without paying into your personal balance.
Yeah.
And like, it's that whole self-drive and motivation thing. If you can't get up and work for yourself, regardless of what you do, whether it's education or whatever level in life you're at, if you, like, you could go to the best school you ever want to go to, and your parents can pay for your education or whatever it is, if you don't have that get up and go and that personal drive to, like, do your work, you'll never get anywhere. Like, it doesn't matter what position you are in the world.
Agreed.
Like, you just got to have that self-push. So it's tough.
The point I was making before.
Yeah. I went on that big old
before we went on that
slant.
little rant, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that if you can work hard enough for someone else,
Yep.
and get shit done for them,
Yep.
then that means when it comes to yourself, you know, you should be working fucking 10 times as hard.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? Like, for me personally, I know that I've done my bits at work, my bits and bobs, and I know that I've proved my worth there, and I just can't wait to prove to myself,
Yeah.
and actually show myself what I'm truly worth.
Let me ask you a question though. How well can you take rejection?
Very well.
Okay, so if you had...
I can take rejection well, I'll be honest.
Yeah. That's good though, because like, it's good to say that. Because the thing, you could have 10 months or 11 months of no earning, no interest, nothing from a business that you own.
It sounds so depressing.
Yeah, but it is a little bit depressing, but it's just staying solid through those times, knowing your worth. Like, you can't go into it and not know your worth, because what your business is basically the value of you.
But that comes down to, like, you know, your own insecurities and shit like that. If you're fucking, no offense to anyone, but if you don't appreciate yourself 100% and you go into a business world and try and start your own thing, it's just not going to happen, because people that actually know what's going on will see straight through you.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying? We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Where people are going to ask you questions to set traps for you. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, you just have no credibility.
We were talking about contracts, weren't we, when we said that? Yeah, it's true. You need to know you have to back yourself more than anyone else ever backs you. Yeah. You have to know that what you say, you're selling yourself. People buy people. So when you have a business and people are investing in your business, they're investing in you. If you can't back up your knowledge, or can't back yourself, or you don't, or you doubt yourself in certain regards, then it's tough. And then asking for help as well. Like, it's one of the most, you feel embarrassed.
You know, you can always ask me for help.
Oh, thanks. Yeah,
I'll always be here.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
Anyway.
Yeah, I've got about 60 pages of contracts to read that I should have done and signed, so you can do that for me if you want.
You can pay me.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
go on.
Current affairs.
What's
going on? Boris Johnson.
Yeah, we got more clowns in power.
He didn't lay down in front of the fucking bulldozers.
I don't know what to make of this guy. Like, I
can't believe it.
I can.
Unfortunately, I can.
I can believe
after
it.
Donald Trump.
It's not even a case of after Donald Trump. I just think the way that the UK
it's not even just the UK though. It's the fucking world, man.
Yeah, true.
Everyone's becoming a dumbass.
Not everyone's becoming. I think people are lost faith in all the infrastructure that has been there in the past, that they're looking for other avenues.
But yeah, everyone's always looking for a scapegoat.
They're looking at alternative. Yeah.
But recently, it's become, the foreigners are taking our jobs, and this whole UKIP shit, but people backing Nigel Farage. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, these people are all considered a joke. What, about 8 years ago?
Yeah. Also, sorry, have you seen that big data? Is it called Big Data or something Data on Netflix about Facebook working with a company called Cambridge Analytica?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, I've not seen it.
Have you heard about it?
I've heard about it. I know about that a little bit. Yeah.
What do you know about it?
So I know that they had a scandal, right?
Yeah.
So they're selling off their data to Cambridge Analytica people.
Yeah. Bro,
Fun.
it was so fucking sick. So essentially, Cambridge Analytica
Yeah.
produced this software that could use data from Facebook, essentially, to produce profiles of people's personalities. So it would sum up like 50,000
Interesting.
personalities, and from those personalities, that data of the personalities would then be sold to big corporate companies to work out people's voting habits, people's spending habits.
Yeah. It's all intelligent marketing that filters in, like tailored ads, tailored shopping lists, tailored Amazon stuff.
And there was a thing where a political party in Trinidad and Tobago,
the most credible of all places.
I know, but there's a political party, so there's a big rift between.
No offense to anyone from Trinidad and Tobago.
There's a big rift between Indians and like so there's like an Indian side of Trinidad and Tobago and a black side of Trinidad and Tobago.
Afro-Caribbean side.
Yeah, and essentially, I don't know which side Cambridge Analytica were working with, but they essentially swayed the fucking the vote.
Okay.
By producing what's the word, man?
Data.
Propaganda. I haven't used that word in a long time.
Yeah.
Producing propaganda to sway the fucking election. It was so fucking mad.
Do you know what I think about all that stuff? As well as like this whole thing that everyone was talking about with that aging your face app thing that everyone used. And
it was owned by a Russian.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, stuff like that where people have got so much data online and everyone's got everyone's got an online personality, everyone's got a real life personality. There are people who know you purely from your Instagram, social media, like online presence, right? There are people who will know me exactly the same way. Companies will only know you that sort of way. And so your online brand has become even more important than it ever has in the past. Because the way people are using things for marketing and media and stuff like that is going to that. Job interviews. When you go to a job interview, you best believe that anyone credible going for any position would have had their social media checked. LinkedIn.
LinkedIn's huge. I love LinkedIn.
Yeah, but the thing is, how many people's LinkedIn is so fake and phony? Everyone's is all hyped up and amped up. That's an online personality they have, right?
That's just the way.
It's true.
I think that's just the way it has to be, though.
Look,
is everyone going to start telling the truth?
But the thing is, it's not just that. I think when it comes down to the whole collection of data and things like that, and everyone's talking about artificial intelligence and automation and robots changing people, I think most of the use of this data in the future will be bought by some AI company who wants to develop more automated processes for human work and behavior, right? So patterns of people's behavior, spending and things like that, they can program into stuff. I that's what I think one day, like, things are becoming more and more autonomous. Like, you can now get stuff that you can pay money with a fingerprint. Like, there's all stuff being developed which is all tailored around personality and yourself.
Mate, I'm paying money. I'm using fucking my Barclays app or my Apple Wallet, just using my face. Also, there's another thing where me and you will be talking about something, and 2 seconds later, the fucking advert will come up on my Instagram for it.
Yeah, but that's just...
Your phone's listening to you all the time.
Yeah, but everyone says this about this Alexa stuff, and I think the more you buy into it, the more paranoid you become.
But people who talk to me about privacy and data and blah, 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 you know...
Yeah, but you work in that as well, so you must hear it a lot more than me. I just get GDPR and,
I hear it from so many...
banking crap.
Yeah, I hear it from so many people, but the actual... The cold truth is, privacy doesn't exist anymore. It's done. Do you know what I mean? When people talk to me about, I don't want to be on Facebook, I don't want to be on this, don't want to be that. You've got a phone, you've got an iCloud account, you've got your pictures backed up on iCloud. All of that is there in the server. Any phone call you make, any website you visit, all of your Google history is sitting on a fucking server somewhere that someone has access to. Say, for example, right now, Gurks wants to run for president in 20 years.
Oh, I'll do that.
If I had...
Vote for me. Everyone vote for me, alright?
100%. If you were to run for president in 20 years...
Yeah.
And if I worked in Google, I would be privy to your fucking information, all the Google searches that you've made over the last fucking 20 years.
Yeah.
And best believe they're going to be dodgy as fuck, 90% of them.
Yeah, but
and your credibility is ruined.
It's true, but
the privacy's gone.
Yeah, it's true. Privacy's still there until a point where someone wants to find out something.
Yeah.
So the accessibility of information, I think, is the difference. Like, privacy is still there. I think I know myself. I count myself as a private person. Like, I keep myself within myself. I don't put too much out there.
Yeah, but I think you're talking a bit more in terms of like privacy between people that you know.
No, but not just that. I think even online, like, I'm very careful with how I post and things and what I put out there. And I think there's a few people who are like that. But if someone really wanted to see what was going on in your world, yeah, and they had a motive behind it, they'd find out. Yeah. It's like this whole like election scam stuff that people hear about all the time. Like, they tap into people's computers and sort of try and pull something out at a crucial point in an election.
Have you ever had it where someone's logged into your Instagram?
Oh yeah, my Twitter account got hacked by ISIS.
Yeah, ISIS.
Yeah, so I had.
Don't say that. My fucking phone's gonna. Someone's listening to me right now.
Qasar.
Go on.
Yeah, so I had a Twitter account with about 1,800 followers on that I had just not.
A bit low.
Yeah, I know, but what can you do? I'm just not a very popular guy.
There you go.
Yeah, that I hadn't logged into for a while. I left it dormant for about 5 or 6 months.
Yeah.
And
I just started posting all this ISIS
all
propaganda.
of a sudden, everyone's sending me pictures of me just like tweeting Arabic, like intense stuff. All my pictures are gone. Everything had disappeared from my profile, but it was still like there. But what I don't understand is, firstly, how people target you online and your online security.
Yeah.
How they find out who's a credible person for them to get involved with, and like how to like get themselves involved with them and who to get involved with.
So I can tell you actually how some of this stuff happens, right?
Yeah, but you saying that after what we've just said is not good.
What? What?
I got hacked by Islamic.
No, fuck that. I can tell you how.
And you can tell me
No,
how
but
it's
I can
done.
tell you how your information is out there online now.
Yeah.
So let's say I think it was 2014, 2015. There was a big data breach, I think, within LinkedIn and within Facebook and stuff like that. Essentially what happens in these breaches is someone's got a hold of all your information, all the stored passwords, everything like that. What they do is they then, store that information, use what bits they need, and then they'll then leak it online.
Okay.
It's then leaked online within these forums or within the dark web or wherever it's leaked.
Yeah, but this dark web stuff, I don't even believe it. But go on.
You just don't know, then that's just ridiculous. So
easy.
Sorry. So
like
essentially, online there's going to be a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say a spreadsheet in fucking.
Yeah. There's an organised network of information.
They'll essentially it'll be like a data sheet or spreadsheet of all of these users' leaked usernames and passwords and email addresses from 2014, 2015. So let's say, Gurks, you've used the same password from 2014, 2015 on your LinkedIn and your Facebook. That same password will be there online on a spreadsheet for some hacker to come along. He'll scroll down and see fucking Gurks, whatever. Go onto Twitter, type in username, password.
Bang.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, he'll go on to the next person. Many a time has it worked. I've actually had an email sent to me from a hacker, but it's one of these emails that's automatically generated where he'll spam it out to fucking 1,000 people. That will it's literally shown my email address and my password that I currently use in the title of the email. And in the body of the email, it says, if you don't transfer me £1,800 within the next 7 days, I'm going to leak all of your search history and all of your fucking photos from your iCloud and stuff like that online.
What did you do?
I read it and I thought, fuck, I'm fucked. So I was some dodgy shit on my phone. I thought I was going to be fucked. I Googled it, worked out, and, if you basically use your common sense, you'll work out that that's an automated email. But the thing is, the password's there. My password is there. And I use that password for a few things. So I then went and changed all my passwords to everything. You have to make sure.
See, it's that sort of
that
stuff.
And I'm working in IT. I'm careful about my shit. I use multi-factor authentication, all that stuff. So that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful about that.
Got to be vigilant. It's the era of vigilance. I think that's the most important thing, and awareness.
Exactly.
Like all these, like especially with people like volatile in power, like Trump, Boris Johnson. Putin's always been an idiot anyway. And even like Korea and Iran and places like that, with so much volatility in like dominant positions in the world. Like the way people want to target you now is more of like targeting people online and cyber threats and stuff like that. it's less of a physical threat. You're not going to have an army marching down the road, banging on your door, ripping you out your house.
No,
You're going to have someone who's going to pick you apart
online,
systematically, yeah. And I think that's the scary thing. And
look at celebrities, man.
Yeah, I know.
People get fucked on these iCloud leaks.
But not even that. If you look at anything, even if you look at business stuff, if someone's going through mergers and acquisitions, companies are being bought out, directors and stuff.
Yeah.
All it takes is it's an actual thing actually called the poison pill. So it's when someone actually infiltrates a business when they're going through like a takeover or to try and orchestrate a takeover of a company. Okay. So someone infiltrates a board of directors, gets hired in the business, and breaks the company apart from the inside for the benefit of another business. So that company then can either look weak on the market and can get bought out by someone else.
Happen?
Yeah, it's actually true. It's called the poison pill. And I learnt about it when I was doing like some serious M&A stuff once upon a time. Like I was super interested in it. But yeah, it's stuff like that. Like I think even cyber stuff now, you hear of scandals in businesses, Facebook and things like that. Why do you think they come to the surface sometimes? People go hunting for it. Like market dominance and stuff is so big, competition's so big in industry that all of a sudden if like Tesla, like Elon Musk, something comes out about him or someone digs deep enough to find some dirt on him, all of a sudden his reputation's on the line, and because he's so powerfully linked to his brand, his share price changes.
I'll tell you,
his position in the business changes.
That's very funny because Elon Musk actually went onto the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh yeah, Joe Rogan. We like him.
Yeah, love him.
Yeah, we like him.
Do you know what happened?
No.
So he went onto the Joe Rogan podcast. Joe Rogan smoking some weed.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
Elon Musk, you can clearly see, he takes a toke of the weed. Yeah. He doesn't even inhale it. It just comes out of his mouth. And I think that as soon as he done that, share prices in Tesla dropped by like 6% or something like that.
It's simple as.
Exactly,
It's simple as. But like that's an action of his. But if you think about someone like Mark Zuckerberg, right? Or stuff that whatever his name is, that bloody Facebook like kid. That billionaire kid, Yeah, so basically, if you think about stuff that people have come up with him and the way people have picked him apart publicly about the way he's conducted his business and things like that,
of course.
I reckon if people didn't go looking for it, he would have got away with a lot more. And I think the age of business, like the new age of business,
mate, do you know Facebook are supplying internet in rural parts of Africa just so that they can understand the market in Africa and sell shit and advertise shit to them. Literally, they're fucking developing they're building up the infrastructure in these proper rural parts of Africa just so that they can fucking bring them onto Facebook and understand.
Yeah, because that's
like
been one of the biggest untapped markets to the Western world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, that's true.
It's fucking mad.
It is odd. It's peculiar because the thing is I think the age of business has changed, and like what we're saying in terms of opening your own business and having your own company, there's so much more to account for now than waking up and going to an office.
Yeah.
You got to think about your company's online presence, reviews, the way people rate your business online, your respectability,
100%,
top of a Google page, whether you got an Instagram page, a website, emails, like all this stuff has become such a major factor that 20 years ago, 30 years ago, or even 50 years ago, my granddad had a company. My granddad used to wake up in the morning, unlock the door, staff would walk in and work, he would be there, everyone would go, it would be like simple like operation.
Yeah.
Your customers came in not from advertising, but they came in from word of mouth and reputation. Now it's completely different. Like you need to intelligently market, and sure, it's opened up great new sectors and great new industries like marketing now, digital marketing, social media stuff. Like people have got
huge, man.
Brand managers for their social media, like massive teams of people to do it. I think there's just so much more to life, like in terms of work at the moment than there ever has been. But yeah, we went down a bit
deep
of
rabbit holes.
I was about to say,
exactly.
Same. Yeah, we went down that little avenue when we're just talking about the Godfather.
Yeah, no, honestly. Yeah. So there's actually one more thing that I saw on the news recently. It was that guy in Brazil. What happened is he's in prison. I don't know the details, the full details.
Yeah.
But he's in prison And essentially, I think someone snuck in like an outfit for him, and he's wearing like a plastic, or what do you call it, a rubber fucking, what's that material?
Mask. It's like, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a rubbery fucking mask that
like
he's put
latex.
on over his, latex.
Yeah.
He's put over his face. He's put a wig on, a bra, a woman's shirt, jeans, etc., etc.
And
the whole
tried to
outfit.
walk out of a man's prison.
Yeah, and tried to walk out of a man's prison, and he's got caught. He's got caught in Brazil, and there's a video of him online where these people are making him strip, removing this fucking. He looks like a fucking 100-year-old man. You know, one of those like old Halloween masks.
Yeah.
And they're removing all that shit from him. I just can't
What I
believe
don't get is, firstly, how he's got it all into prison. Secondly, he's dressing up as a female, walking through an all-men's prison, expecting nothing to, like, no, it's just, like, arousal of any suspicion or anything at all.
It's ridiculous.
Like, and he thinks he can just walk out the door.
But you know what?
He thinks he can just walk out of the door of a prison just because he's dressed as a woman.
We'd be calling him a genius if it happened.
Yeah, but if it happened, it's a different story, because we wouldn't even known the story.
But I'm so happy it didn't happen.
Yeah, imagine that.
Just made me
It'd just
laugh
be the
so
most embarrassing thing ever.
Yeah, so that's another thing.
Yeah. What's your what's your, I don't know, music of the week, song of the week, Instagram account of the week?
I'll tell you what my music
what you
is.
want? What are you
my music
feeling
is,
now?
1 second, let me get the song up. I've been, you know, shouting out to everyone. My song of the week is Electricity by Silk City.
You're just
but it's
on
the
that
MK
festival
mix.
vibe. You're on that festival
It's
vibe.
so fucking sick. It's such a good tune. It's one that you can bang out, you know, fucking in the car, sunny day.
Yeah,
I know the weather's pissing me off right now. I'm dying to wash.
bipolar.
I'm dying to wash my car as well. Every day I wash it, it fucking rains.
It's actually a joke the amount of times I wash my car, but that's another
Fucking
story.
joke. You know the thing is, this rain, it rains and it brings dust with it. I don't know where this dust is all coming from, but then I have all this brown shit all over my car.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think it's just one of those times of the year where it's just a little bit unstable. But yeah, that's
It's
your song of the
August.
That's your song of the week.
Song of the week, yeah. What is it? We just brought that segment in.
I think so. I think that's a good little thing to have.
There's no fucking plan to this.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking show.
It's free reign, mate. That's
free
exactly
reign.
what
Oh,
it is.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
free
yeah,
reign.
yeah.
That's branding on point. We're just a little bit rogue. That's what we are. Expect plenty more of it.
100%.
A lot of twisted, deep conversations with no meaning at all, just from like the deep, dark corners of our heads.
It's a little ramble that you can listen to on your way to work, whilst you're at the gym.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
and if you don't like
you're folding
it,
your clothes at home.
yeah, whilst you're folding your clothes, yeah, if you don't like it, stuff it. Like,
Fuck it.
who cares? It's your problem.
Well, yeah. I think that was good, so...
I think that's good. I think that's episode 1 wrapped up. Unless you got
Episode 1 wrapped up. There you
anything
go.
meaningful to say.
I've got nothing meaningful to say,
You never do.
unfortunately.
You know that. You never do. What are your plans for the rest of the week?
Literally just work. I'm going to take it easy this weekend.
Yeah.
Try and recover.
Because you worked so hard this week, haven't you?
No, fuck off. I was
5
going to say,
days
I'm recovering. I'm going to try and take it easy this weekend, because next weekend I'm going to fucking Elro. That's also another festival.
Yeah.
Going to Elro, and then...
Do you do anything like slightly normal on a weekend?
I don't give a fuck about what people think.
Yeah, fair play. Fair
I
play.
think that's good. That's a good.
Yeah.
Good note to end it on.
Yeah. Perfect.
Cool.
Take care.
Episode
Bye.
1. Bye.